Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network, and I have a very important question for you all. Do you really think playing a full 10 turns of Mario Party on a board online is a good idea? How about 20 turns? You see, ever since Mario Party 8 on the Wii, people have been asking for Mario Party games to have the full game online, able to play the regular boards with people from around the globe. First off, I have no clue what sense anyone had asking for that on the Wii. Do you not remember the internet issues? It just doesn't make a lick of sense. Moving forward to the Wii U and Mario Party 10, and people still cried foul that it didn't have online, because that was the game's biggest issue, right? Not the car. I will say this about 10, Bowser Mode was one of the few games that actually utilized the gamepad properly, so I'll always give it points for that. So now with the Switch and the fancy new Switch Online services, Super Mario Party had to have online, right? Well, it did, and although the point of this video is not exactly to highlight what is in Super Mario Party, I guess I should say my 2 cents. It is so bare-boned it almost seems wasteful to even put in any effort into it. There are some ideas there that could work. The medals to show off how you're doing isn't bad, but not only limiting the amount of mini games you can play, but then restricting them even further is insane. Copying Splatoon's online model does not work out for every game. Anyway, let's get back to the matter at hand. Super Mario Party just has that one online option. You're not able to play a game board online. On the surface, I can see why many fans could be angry or upset at this. It is horrid. It is atrocious. It makes a lot of sense if you stand back and think about it, guys. If we just give Nintendo a pass, which I seem to be doing too much, and I'm almost out Nintendo, they're still confused on online. I really wish they would hire someone who has been at another company that understands how it is supposed to work. The servers, which I fully don't understand, and the services, which I fully admit I don't understand, could be better. But for the most part, Nintendo handles smaller bursts of online sessions more adequately. Mario Kart races only take a few minutes at the longest. Splatoon matches, again, only a few minutes. Salmon Run might get a little long, but it's still not too bad. Well, perhaps Mario Tennis Aces. A match could literally go on forever, but I highly doubt most go over a few minutes, and then your connection resets and you look for a new opponent. But back to Super Mario Party. Now tell me, dear viewers, how often have you wanted to rage quit in Mario Party? Any of them? How often has an opponent grabbed a star and we're lucky enough to have it set again just in their path in the same turn? How often has the luck-based parts of the board just made you want to give up and walk away? How often are you stuck with a mushroom while your opponent gets a star-stealing item? Well, this has happened to all of us. But as we are playing with our friends, we don't normally rage quit. We laugh it off, or we swear vengeance, or plot your friend's untimely demise. All jokingly, of course. Although, if your friend somehow gets 3 stars in one turn, I can see you rage quitting. In fact, that has happened to me once. We were playing and Matt got 3 in Mario Party 5, I believe. I tossed my wave bird onto the floor and shouted angrily as I walked out of the room, sounding much like a game grump. Our other friends started to laugh and Matt legitimately felt bad. So we have all had those urges to rage quit, but if we were online with opponents, well, imagine how often that would happen actually. You're midway through a minigame and your opponent runs out of luck and just disconnect. Or worse, the connection is bad and after 45 minutes of playing, it cuts out. Now the game could go on, and the game could assign a CPU to take control of your opponent, but eventually you're just playing by yourself like it's offline. Now not every game will be like this, but I really see it being a problem, and not one I see discussed too often. I don't know about you, but playing online with strangers around the world for a long match just doesn't sound like it could work out well, or really is appealing at all. Let's also talk about the in-between turns for a moment. In the other online games I mentioned, all players are always active. Whether it be racing, inking an area, or lobbing a ball back and forth, everyone is active. Now how active are you in those 3 turns around your own turn in Mario Party? Being second or third can be particularly painful as at least first turners and last turners jump in and from the minigame. There is a lot of downtime, and in 2018, well 2019 coming up here soon, we would look at our phone, laptop, whatever. If you're not paying enough attention, well a 45 to 50 minute game could turn into a 60 to 70 minute game. That is not including any lag or long loading times. Plus, if you're not paying attention and something is affecting you and it's not your turn, that delays it even more. There's a lot of factors here. People seem to just think Nintendo is ignoring the pleas and requests from their fans. But on this subject, I'm on their side. Online Mario Party with the boards with strangers is just asking for disaster. Potentially more bad PR than not having it all together. But, and this is a huge one, unlike snakes now, We should be able to play the boards with our friends. There is no reason that I can't jump into a game with 3 of my friends and play any of the boards with any amount of turns. With friends, you'll plan to put aside the time to play the whole game. When something luck-based happens and it hurts you, well, you just laugh it off with everyone. Yes, there will still be hiccups, but with friends, we'll be far more understanding and forgiving. It could really work and would make everyone happy. I just don't understand why this isn't the online game. But what we have, as mentioned, is a bit of a mess. I have admitted before I don't fully understand the server stuff and player-to-player aspect if Nintendo doesn't have a dedicated server. But it seems like everyone is having differing results with the current online and the lag and whatnot. My play sessions online never got too bad, but it was noticeable at times. Other than opening the mode up to all the mini games, because I don't know why not, I'm guessing Super Mario Party needs a dedicated server to work better and to appeal to everyone. People get up in arms about the lack of online options and modes in Super Mario Party, and yeah, it is really rough around the edges, but what people are asking for is too much, honestly. The middle ground is to allow friends to play with you online. We can only hope moving forward we get an update allowing this. I mean, I highly doubt it, but we can wish, right? Maybe a few more boards? Not that I have a huge problem with the current ones, I just would like some more. Variety is the spice of life, Nintendo. Thank you for joining me here at the Nintendo Network. What are your thoughts on Super Mario Party's current online options, and what would you like to see in the future? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this, please make sure to like and subscribe to me right here on YouTube and my other social media outlets. Now, if you'll excuse me, in just a few weeks, there's a huge storm coming, and we have to prepare for it. Some might call this the ultimate storm. Wow, that was a bad joke.